Valentina Knox. Today I will be talking about Israeli-Palestinian relations as it's shaped by financial aid. So first, I'm going to give you an introduction to the region I'm going to talk about. In 1948, Israel was created. According to Julie Peace, in her article Problematizing a Palestinian Diaspora, in the year that Israel was created, over 750,000 Palestinians fled that region to nearby Arab countries, while only 100,000 stayed in the homeland area that was known as Palestine. So if you need to hear that numbers again, that was 750,000 people fled and only 100,000 people stayed. Odal Hyper, in his article of U.S. aid or pork barrel for corporations, states that between 1949 to 1997, Israel has received over $85 billion in financial aid. So that number was only up until 97, but $85 billion, and recently it's been about $3 billion a year, which roughly averages to $500 per person per year in Israel. So today, I wish to speak about our financial support of Israel and to assert that this creates barricades to Israeli-Palestine peace. In my speech, I will discuss first how U.S. aid is used for military spending in Israel. Secondly, how Israel's military force towards Palestinians is both excessive and aggressive. And third, how without U.S. aid, Israel would not have dominance in the region. Odal Harper also mentions U.S. aid allows Israel to purchase tanks, helicopter gunships, F-16 warplanes, machine guns, and bullets. And when it's not possible to use those U.S. funds on military expenditure, the Israeli government uses them elsewhere, freeing other Israeli government monies for military salaries, services, and facilities. And this is how our tax money is used to propagate violence, because our tax money is being sent as financial aid, and that's being used for military funding. The second point, Berrigan also describes recent human rights abuses, incidences of missile strikes on refugee camps, shooting of Palestinian children, destruction of Palestinian homes with rockets, and reckless attempts to target terrorists that result in massive bystander casualties. John Mersheimer, in his article, The U.S. Should Act as an Honest Broker, discussed that in the era of 1993 to 2000, during the Clinton administration negotiations, Israel confiscated 40,000 acres of Palestinian land, built 250 miles of roads, doubled the number of settlers, and built 30 new settlements. So both these human rights abuses and the confiscation of Palestinian land are the reasons why Israel is seen as an aggressive force. Lastly, I assert that without U.S. aid, Israel would not have dominance in the region. Frida Berrigan, in her article, U.S. Military Assistance and Arms Transfer to Israel, cites that U.S. aid accounts for more than 20% of Israel's total defense budget. U.S. aid is an integral part of their military funding. And Harper states that military power is required to continue expansion into Palestinian territory, to create settlements, checkpoints, and closures. Without U.S. financial support, the occupation of Palestinian territory would have been much more difficult. Therefore, U.S. aid is an integral part in Israel's military funding, and military force is necessary for dominance in the region. And without U.S. aid, Israel would not have the same dominance as it does today. In conclusion, U.S. aid used for military purposes, my first point. Second point, that Israel has an aggressive military force. And the third point of Israel's dominance in the region are just a few of the barricades between Israeli-Palestinian peace, which are affected by U.S. financial aid.